Welcome, students. Hope you all are fine, happy, and healthy. Let's start our today's class. Hope you all have collected all your copy, pen, pencil, and along with the book. If not, I am giving you 5 second time to bring it out, so that whenever I will give the question, you have to note it down, okay? And you have to give the answer of that question according to the line that has been explained by me. So collect all these things. Let us start our today's class. So hormone and reproductions. Whatever the changes that you observe either in the male or the female, these changes are mainly due to the hormones. Means hormones are the biochemicals which is responsible for the secondary sexual character in the females, as well as it helps in the production of sperms as well as ovum. So hormones are the biochemical substances or biocatalysts biochemical substances which have a very wide range of activities. So let us study at puberty. Puberty means you know about that, at the age of sexual maturation in female and male, the testes of the human male produce a hormone called testosterone. So note down the first question. Name the hormone produced by testes. Name the hormone produced by testes. Okay, one more important question you can note down. Name the male sex hormone. Name the male sex hormone. It is one of the most important question. Name the male sex hormone. So the male sex hormone is the testosterone. Okay, so what is the function of testosterone? Let us study. It is this testosterone. State the function of testosterone. Note down this question. State the function of testosterone. So it is the testosterone that bring about the changes in the human male. Means when a child slowly and simultaneously change into adult male, at that time you can see lots of changes take place in the body of the child. So that changes are caused due to this male hormone that is called testosterone. Understood? So let us study. It is the testosterone, means the testosterone bring about the changes in the human male. This regulate the development of secondary sexual character and lead to the maturation of accessory sex organ. Means it not only change the secondary sexual character, but also it helps in the development of the secondary accessory. It also help in the development of accessory sex organ. What is accessory sex organ? Like sperm duct, like seminal vesicles. You have already studied in last chapter. So these accessory sex organs is also developed with the help of testosterone. So there are dual function of the testosterone. What are the function have you observed? First function, it helps in the development of secondary sexual character, like appearance of the beard, mustache, muscularity, means muscles become tight. Along with that, you can see there is a development of the different sex organ. Understood? In the male, and the larynx become widen. So these are the secondary sexual character that is absorbed in the male, and this is done by testosterone. Okay, so testosterone also help in the maturation of accessory sex organ. Accessory sex organ means those organ which help in the sexual reproduction from male side, means in males. Okay, organ of the reproductive system but not involved in gamete formation. So testosterone directly not involved in gamete formation, but it regulates the sperm production in the male. So here you can see there are three different characteristics or three different functions has been given about testosterone, and you have to note down this. Okay, what are the characteristics, what are the functions have you observed over here? First, it helps in the development of secondary sexual character. Second, it helps in the maturation of accessory sex organs. And third, it regulates the sperm production in male. Okay, let us study about female. What happens in the female? In females, the ovary of the female produce female hormone. Okay, so from where do female sex hormone produce? From, note down this question, from where does female sex hormone released? Female sex hormone released. Noted. Name the sex hormone. Name the sex hormone. You have to, or you can say name the sex hormone in the same question. Okay, so let us start. The ovary means from where do the female sex hormone released? From ovary. Okay, so the answer is ovary. And which is the sex hormone that is released? Estrogen is the sex hormone. Okay, estrogen. Okay, so estrogen is the female sex hormone that is released by ovary. Now another topic comes. What is the function of estrogen? What is the function? Note down is function of estrogen. It is given over here. See, estrogen help in regulating the menstrual cycle. First, it helps to regulate the menstrual cycle. Do you know menstrual cycle? It has been taught in the part of reproduction. Understood? Second, development of secondary sexual character in female is done with the help of estrogen. And third, it also helps in development of accessory sex organ in female. So what are the functions have you observed over here? Three functions has been given about estrogen. First, estrogen help in regulating the menstrual cycle. It is already been explained by me. Second, development of secondary sexual character. And third, it helps in the development of accessory sex organ. So here have you observed that estrogen is the female sex hormone and testosterone is the male sex hormone, and their functions are very important. Remember this. Okay, so you need to learn the function. Next, the production of testosterone and ovarian hormone is under the control of certain hormones secreted by pituitary gland. So which gland controls the secretion of testosterone and estrogen? Note down this question. Which gland control the secretion of testosterone and estrogen, and how? Which gland control the secretion of testosterone and estrogen, and how? So you get the answer from the last two lines. The production of testosterone and ovarian hormone, that is estrogen, under the control of certain hormone. This is called trophic hormone secreted by pituitary gland. Okay, this is called gonadotropic hormone, GTH, one of the hormone that is secreted by GTH, gonadotropic hormone, that is secreted by pituitary gland. Gonadotropic hormone is the hormone that is secreted by pituitary gland and this hormone control the secretion of testosterone and estrogen. Understood? Understood? So whatever it is written in the book, you have to learn that much, not need to do any extra work. Okay, let study the another topic. Reproductive phase. Now we are going to study about the reproductive phase in female. So at the onset of puberty, when the puberty start at the age of 12, 13 like that, every month ovum get matured in the either of the ovary. Means suppose this is the ovary and this is the female sex organ which you already drawn in the last chapter. I have already explained. So if from this side one ovary comes, another month from this side another ovum comes. So an alternate month one ovum come from either of the kidney, either of the ovary. Okay. So what have you stated? On the onset of puberty, when puberty starts, every month ovum get matured in the ovary, in the either of the ovary, and the female in the female, and is released into fallopian tube, and this ovum from the ovary comes into the fallopian tube. Understood? Suppose this is the fallopian tube. So in this fallopian tube the ovum comes, and this is called ovulation. So note down the question. Define ovulation. Define ovulation. Ovulation. Noted? Define ovulation. Spelling is given over here. Next, suppose this is the female sex organ, that is you can say, yeah, this is uterus. When ovum comes over here and anyhow it get fertilized, after fertilization the ovum want to get attached with the wall of the uterus. This is the uterus and this is the wall of uterus. So the inner wall of uterus contain a lots of nutrient for the fertilized egg. Understood? So when it get fertilized, the egg get fertilized, it move toward the wall and get embedded for nutrition. Get inside, go inside the wall of the uterus to take the nutrition, and from there it take the nutrition. Along with that it start developing into fetus. Understood? So development take place with the help of the nutrient that is supplied by the wall of the uterus. Understood? So let us study. The inner lining of the uterus, means inner lining of the uterus that has been drawn by me, become thicker because it contains a lots of nutrient and it supplied extra blood vessels. It occur in anticipation of fertilization. Means if fertilization occur, or if fertilization occurs, the nutrient is provided to the developing embryo. For the supply of nutrient to the developing embryo, the uterus collect and supply a lots of nutrient along with the bloods. Understood? In case the ovum is not fertilized, suppose there is a reproductive organ of female. Okay, here the uterus is prepared for, here the uterus is already prepared and contain a lots of nutrients, and the ovum is here. If the ovum fertilize, it will move into the wall of the uterus and take the nutrition from there. And what would happen if it not fertilized? Suppose at that time if it not fertilized, what would happen? At that time it move, it burst over here, and the lining of the uterus which has been prepared for providing the nutrients to the developing fertilized egg, or you can say embryo. As the embryo has already been burst, as the egg has already been burst, because it does not get any sperm for fertilization, so it burst, and after the bursting of this part, that is the wall of the uterus, also cut down and fall through the vagina, and this is called menstruation. See, the inner lining of the uterus also become thickened and supplied the extra blood vessels. It occur in the anticipation of fertilization. Why does it occur? It occur for the fertilization. Okay, if fertilization occur, they will provide the nutrition to the developing embryo. In case ovum is not fertilized, think what would happen if there is no fertilization. It degenerate, means it break down along with the lining of the uterus, and additional blood supply is set off, means whatever the blood supply is collected in the wall of the uterus, it fall down. Okay, set off as a menstrual cycle or menstrual blood through vagina. So this is called menstruation. So note down the another question. What is menstruation? What is menstruation? This will happen at every 28 to 30 days in the female who attain maturity. How long does it take place? Menstruation occurs for about 2 to 8 days. Note down this answer. Menstruation take place for about 2 to 8 days. Okay, and at the interval of every 28 to 30 days. At the interval of every, note down this question. At the interval of, it happens at the interval of every 28 to 30 days in the female. Okay. Now question comes, when does the menstruation start in female? It start during puberty. So beginning of the menstruation, whenever the first menstruation start in the female, whatever the age, it may be the age of 11, 12, 13, like that, this beginning of menstruation is called menarche. Okay, so note down the question. Define menarche. Define menarche. Define menarche. Note down this question. When the menstruation start every month at the interval of 28 to 30 days, there is a release of blood from the vagina. Okay, for 3 to 8 days or 2 to 8 days. So this is called menstruation, which have already been explained by me. Once again I am repeating it. Try to understand. Every month there is a release of blood along with some nutrient. Okay, at the interval of 28 to 30 days through vagina. This is called menstruation. Okay, so what is menarche? The beginning of or the onset of menstruation is called menarche, and the sequence of event involve maturation. The sequence of event involving maturation of ovum, ovulation, and menstrual flow. This cycle is called menstrual cycle. So note down this question. It is also very important. So in course of menstruation, what happens throughout the month in a female? First, there is a sequence of event. First, what happens? Maturation of ovum. In ovary, the ovum get matured. Ovulation, the ovum release and come into fallopian tube, and flow of and menstrual flow. And when the ovum not fertilized at that time, the wall of the uterus cut off and flow through vagina. So there are 3 steps, and this sequence of steps are called menstrual cycle. So note down this question. Define menstrual cycle. Define menstrual cycle. Okay, next question. When does ovulation take place? When does ovulation take place? Each and every menstrual cycle. When does ovulation take place? Note down this question. In the menstrual cycle, each menstrual cycle takes about 28 to 30 days. Okay, at the middle of the 28 to 30 days, means about 13th or 14th day, the egg release into fallopian tube. Understood? From ovary to fallopian tube, the egg release on the 13th or 14th day of menstrual cycle. Okay, so this is the duration when ovulation occur. Ovulation means releasing of egg from ovary into the fallopian tube. Understood? Let's see. Ovulation occur in the middle of the menstrual cycle. Middle of the menstrual cycle means 13th or the 14th day of the menstrual cycle. Note down this question, very important. When does the ovulation take place? Noted. Next, when does menstrual cycle stop totally in the female? At the age of 45 to 50, the menstrual cycle stops totally. Okay, so this age or this period is called menopause. So define menopause. Note down this question. Define menopause. Define menopause. Means menstrual cycle which start from 11th or 12th year of the girl stops at the age of 45 to 50. From 12 to 50 years of age, every month they bleed through their vagina. Okay, until they got pregnant. When they get pregnant or they become pregnant, at that time there is a temporary stoppage of menstrual cycle. Means when the females are pregnant, at that time menstrual cycle temporarily stop. But after the end of pregnancy, when the baby comes, again they start bleeding at the end of each and every month for 3 to 8 days. Okay, so this menstrual cycle remain till 45 to 50 years of age. It marks the end of the reproductive phase. Means after menopause, reproductively the female become inactive. Okay, reproductively the female become inactive and they cannot produce any egg, and they cannot be able to produce any baby or get pregnant after 50 years of age. Understood? Next, in male, reproductive phase start at the onset of puberty. Means in male, puberty start from 13 years of age, and from there till lifelong they are reproductively active. So for today, that much. In the next class we will study more. Okay, hope you understood. Make the notes and write it down in the copy. Okay, if you are getting any problem, you can ask me. Bye bye.